The space is interesting because when I look up the ceiling, I see all this like fiberboard, you know, cracking and chipping away. Actually, I find quite a connection with them. And there are also a lot of windows around and allow me my eyes to go further, and you know, and I can include the outside in my space, and also it opens me more. So I'm not just being confined with the space. It's a tight space, but allows me to be out there, and also bringing that into the room.
Over that way, you can just see miles and miles into the countryside, and that I felt it was like a connection beyond the room, which was really nice.
In a way, the space was like invisible to the exterior nature beyond. Yeah, like a container that's see-through.
One of the biggest connections actually for me was when we weren't in the hall, just seeing Aberystwyth and seeing the church and seeing the route I always take. That was a really good way for me to go, okay, this is in my home.
I was trying to identify if I had been there, which I think I have.
This is a longer route I always take. This is a really good way of inviting me in.
The light is quite important, to have natural light. I quite like that.
I felt very physically the feel of the floor and the heat in the room, I know, and the light.
Moments where the breeze would come in through the windows, and I could like smell the flowers, I think, from outside, which was really nice. And I really liked the wooden floor, and being able to connect with the floor more, just like rolling around and kind of using your senses to touch the floor. That was really nice.
It drew me in very physically.
I felt really spacious, actually, and really grounded in the space. Yeah, it's very welcoming.
I sometimes become this space. There is an extension of the body. There is a bit of a energy traveling outwards and sometimes inwards. Depends on what happens during the dance.
I have no sort of strong spiritual connection or wow, this is a wonderful place. It is just as it is. It has a nice floor and it is as it is.
You could see people's bags lined up on the wall, which I was like, I wonder why they left that there. Like, that's kind of, it's taking me out of like pretending that I'm seeing, I don't know, some scene or something, because I'm like, oh, well, I can see their bags on the side.
There's something very magical in this place. I think this building's probably a good 150 years old maybe, and you can feel the energy of community and gathering just like in the floors and in the walls.